Good evening, YouTube, and I just wanted to make a quick video because I fucked up. Basically, what happened was there's three people that I feel like I'm really tight with. One of them's dead, other one's in LA. The other one, I just can kind of lean on to talk about random shit and I don't feel judged. And this third person decidedly went to drink tonight and words were exchanged between the two of us. No shit, it's a never ending cycle, and you end up getting close with somebody, and then you realize that they weren't as close to you as you thought or expected. Like, you tricked yourself into thinking that you were close with them in the first place when you never were. Deadass a recurring illusion for me, where I get close with somebody, and then the cycle repeats, and then I realize that I didn't put enough care in myself to begin with for me to to feel accepted with that relationship because I always like think something's more special than it actually is. Long story short, I got a zin in my mouth, but they were talking and discussing about trauma, and then they try to like discredit my trauma because they were trying to compare physical trauma by comparison to mental, which threw me off. I don't like normally care. I don't care if you're talking or trying to compare trauma. The fact that I've told this person multiple times and they don't remember, and just the fact they don't understand the situation I'm in life, it's fucking me up hella. I feel like the spiral before the spiral. I don't think I'm gonna get bad. I mean, I never end up spiraling too bad, you know. I don't know if these are all just emotions, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if like I'm gonna move on from this or not. Because I still can't move on from my friend's death, and I still can hold grudges fairly easily for little things that remind me why I'm so lonely and why I'm just on this path. I hope I'm making sense to somebody out there because I just want to make a quick vent video. We ended up arguing. They tried to say I was childish, and which is funny because I feel like the way they handle things are childish. I'm just like tired of it, and I wanted to discuss a little bit of it because it is a major thing happening in my life. Maybe I'll go talk about the text and stuff that I was. Oh yeah, so they think that I like talk about them to other people when that was a long time ago and that was when they were friends with all my friends, so it didn't seem like a big deal. And it just made me realize that like the empathy wasn't there from the other person, and it was just like every other person, a one-sided friendship where people gained more than I gained anything out of anything. And I can lose a lot of things, you know. I can be in a one sided friendship, but when that's all you've ever really had all your life, that shit's fucked up. Like, I'm in a completely different spot now in life and shit. And the fact that they held this shit for as long as they did made me realize just the state of my life and what it truly is. And I always gotta remind myself, and you gotta ground yourself. And, like, just don't put other people before you. That's my problem. You know, I always want to be the good person that's trying to do things. And like even the person I argued with said that I like basically I'm a pushover in certain ways because I'm too nice. Like when it comes to when I share shit, because I always think about being in their shoes and thinking about like, oh, if I were them, this would be a nice time. You know what I mean? But like for a good while, I was at a standstill in my head, not knowing what to do, what to think, what I want to do. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, so I'm making this video to vent my shirt out. There's not much else to say, but life is an L, and you just gotta move on with it. And even if you gotta hold this shit for the longest time, hopefully eventually, which usually it does, you will move on from it because you're going on to other things. The funny thing is, I've been working on learning who to be close around and shit, which is why it's fucking me up because this is one of the few people I thought where we were hella tight. And so now that I only got one person, it's just like, what the fuck? I'm not even trying to put pressure on this my one close friend because you know what I mean. If we lose contact, I know that we're chill. Um, and if for whatever reason we lose contact and run into each other in real life, we'll definitely reconnect. But I just need to surround myself with tighter people, and nobody in the place I live in is tight at all. And so I am accursed to roam this earth in my head. problem's nothing new. I'm sure I mean, I doubt you've seen all my old videos, but like every now and then I'm always complaining about the same fucking problems, and it never gets old when that's all you are dealing with. And then when you work on yourself and then the world pulls you back, that shit just like it's a never ending cycle. So I hope this reaches somebody, and if not, it doesn't, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. But yeah. And it's dumb too because I want my $140 back. Like, life feels genuinely maddening, and you don't even think you felt mad until you're already there.